Good afternoon, Atlantia. Welcome to the second court of Ymir. We are in sunny part of Windmaster's Hill this afternoon, where it was a little overcast this morning. But once again, we are very thankful that the rain has stopped from last night and that we're doing much warmer and beautiful weather. So, Your Majesty, you want to speak to the newcomers a minute?
I do. So I know that we have some newcomers watching. Been watching throughout the past several months through the virtual watch parties, and we're glad that you came. I think we had some new names that we announced at our last court, and hopefully those same people are watching, and maybe they brought some of their friends. So we're glad that you can join us here at our second court of Ymir, and next week there'll be Kingdom A&S Festival, and hopefully you'll join us for that.
Yeah, so at this point, we'd like to introduce the Baron and Baroness of Windmaster's Hill and invite them to hold court. Windmaster's Hill's Baron and Baroness keep these lands in good stead for us and have proven to be excellent host and hostess for us when we come here. So, Your Excellencies?
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Well, my name is Baron Lucas, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming to our virtual Ymir. I know it's not what we wanted, but it's what we have, and we are going to make the best of it. So with that, we will take care of a few minor pieces of business.
Draw nigh and hear the words of their Excellencies Windmaster's Hill, Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth. Herein opens their court. Excellencies would have the attention now of Lord Marcus the Raft.
Lord Marcus, word has come to us of the fine work that you have done in the early days of Nebenfeld, when reins were needed for leadership. You were there to take those reins and become their seneschal. And we find this admirable and worthy of recognition. Being seneschal is not an easy job. It is the ultimate herding of cats within a barony, and within a canton, and within a kingdom. And we are right mindful to award you this recognition this day. With that, we award you with the Order of the Kitty Hawk.
In the farthest reaches of our barony, the canton was in need. A leader, a guide, a seneschal. One more meeting, one more year. For those who call it home, it was the most selfless act of all. Let all who here know that Lord Marcus de Rath, by order of Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth, is hereby inducted into the Order of the Kitty Hawk for his unfailing service as seneschal to the canton of Nemenfeld this 27th day of February, 2021 at the court of Ymir. For Lord Marcus de Rath, newest recipient of the Kitty Hawk. Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Would Sir Elaine de Rochelle hear now the words of their Excellencies?
Sir Elaine, from the time that we have known each other and have been to the practices down in Nemenfeld, we have watched you take on and teach new fighters to improve their kits, to improve their fighting, to improve themselves. And we find this very worthy to help bolster His Majesty's Royal Armies.
You strive continuously to improve your personal kit to put its show on the field. This is worthy of the Boreas.
Do you make the armor, sir? I do. It is my art. Do you teach the new ones on the path to fight for their barony? I do. It is my passion. Do you impress the value of tactics and planning? I do. It is my science. Therefore, for these reasons, does Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth induct Sir Elaine de Rochelle into the Order of the Boreas this 27th day of February 2021 at the court of Ymir. For Sir Elaine de Rochelle, newest recipient of the Boreas. Viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva!
Their Excellencies would now have the attention of Samuel von Sell.
Great words came to me when this person was nominated for the next award. At Penzic 48, very hot Penzic, there was much need of water. And as a water baron in Kyrgyz, this holds great dear to me. This young individual went out of his way to make sure that the camp was well stocked with water and with ice throughout that hot Penzic, so that no person was struck ill by heat. And for this, we're right mindful to award this young individual with the Order of the St. Nicholas.
The land was hot, the air thick, and sweat upon every brow, with not a drop to drink in the land of Penzic. A young man hears the people's cry and answers the call for water. For selfless service at Penzic 48 as water bearer and camped all around, Their Excellencies Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth induct Samuel von Sell into the Order of the St. Nicholas this 27th day of February 2021 at the Court of Ymir. 4. Samuel, newest recipient of the Order of St. Nicholas. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Next, Their Excellencies would have before them a man whose name is so awesome, he says it twice. We would see Lord Bevan Bevan.
Truly unfortunate.
Double the trouble, double the fun. Great. Lord Bevan, you, like your knight, is a force to be reckoned with. You do great things for the barony. You teach. You help new fighters with their kits as well. You're constantly working in all aspects, in teaching, in service, and leading by example. And this is a true mark of the highest award in our barony, the Order.
You function as the lead marshal for Niemanfeld also, conducting probably one of the largest practices in the barony. This, as she started to say, and I interrupted, and I beg forgiveness, makes you worthy of being a member of the Order of the Kitty Hawk.
The warrior's strong arm, the servant's willing hand, the guardian's generous heart. These are the qualities of Bevan Bevan, champion of the barony's spirit and beacon shining with the pride of Windmaster's Hill. In the tradition of his household, he demonstrates what it is to be a Kitty Hawk. Here we, Lucas and Elizabeth, Baron and Baroness of the Premier Barony, do recognize our good citizen as a member of the Order of the Kitty Hawk at our traditional celebration of the sleeping giant Ymir. 4. Lord Bevan Bevan, newest recipient of the Kitty Hawk.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Would, Lady, Genevieve Distel, please come before Their Excellencies.
I don't know.
But yeah, when your cards fall.
Should be under the piece of paper.
Yeah, 7. Sorry about that. Sometimes best laid plans, sometimes. Yes. Right? Yes. There we go. Woo! Taking my glasses here because you can't see. All right. You're Genevieve. G's. Your skill in the ANS in baked goods. I've tasted your baked goods now that I remember, because I said I'm getting older, memory, that kind of thing. You teach the fine art of baking, much to the happiness of my tummy and the happiness of the members of the barony's tummy. And for that, we find great recognition with this and wish to give you the Order of the Boreas this day. My apologies.
There are those who love to learn and then share that knowledge or skill with others and do so with a glad heart. We have tasted the baked goods from historical recipes. We have seen the beauty of history in the garment she has shown us the deep satisfaction of research and method and record. For these reasons, we, Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth, do induct young Genevieve Estelle into the Order of the Boreas this 27th day of February at the Court of Ymir. 4. Lady Genevieve, newest recipient of the Boreas.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Excellencies would be attended now by Baroness Sophia the Orange.
Your Excellency, what can we say about Baroness Sophia that probably hasn't been said already, but I'm going to try anyway? Laughter. The greatest gift is that of laughter. In her art, in the commedia world, I have been to some of her plays and have left in stitches. And she teaches that fine art to anyone who wishes to learn. And believe me, you really should learn because she's a phenomenal person. And it's with that, with a glad heart, that we bestow upon her on this day the Order of the Notice.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Upon the stage, before their family and blessed by the Baron and Baroness of Windmaster's Hill, did we learn the meaning of true love. For this reason, their Excellencies Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth do bestow the notice to Baroness Sophia the Orange this 27th day of February at the Court of Ymir, 2021. 4. Baroness Sophia the Orange, newest recipient of the notice.
Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
You wrote that?
No, you see, I did not. But I highly approved of it when I read it.
All right.
Too
The
brave.
next pair of awards is going to come as a double header because they're a match set. If I remember our order correctly.
You are correct, Your Excellency, as always.
Come now before their Excellencies, Lord Owain Wheel and Lady Guinevere Wheel.
Lord Owain and Lady Guinevere, separate, you two you're amazing. With Owain is the Webmaster of our barony, and Lady Guinevere is that of service. But together, you two are phenomenal. You are what strived the cornerstone of our barony. The fact that your strength together can move mountains. And for this, we are right mindful to induct you both into the Order of the Kitty Hawk.
Dutiful service deserves due reward. For service most noble do we induct into the Order of the Kitty Hawk Owain Wheel, on this 27th day of February, year of the Great Plague, on a Societatis 55 at the 46th Tournament of Ymir, witnessed by all attending. Until we perish in old age and death's dire compulsion, we shall not be joyous until we praise Owain. Until we perish in old age and death's dire compulsion, we shall not be joyous unless we praise Guinevere. Gracious service garners good reward. For service gallant, do we induct Guinevere Wheel into the Order of the Kitty Hawk, done this 27th day of February, year of the Great Plague, on a Societatis 55 at the Tournament of Ymir.
As I said, these two are a package deal. So their scroll, when you see it on the slideshow later, is one scroll for the two of them. Each gets a side.
4. Lord Owain and Lady Guinevere, newest recipients of the Kitty Hawk. Vivat!
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 Lady Mervis Bengrat, Please now hear the words of their excellencies.
Breveth, word have come to us of your illumination skills, your rapier fighting, from what I hear you're a force of nature, and the fact that you're also one of the commedia extraordinaires. With that, we see great many things coming to you from the future. And with that, we wish to give you the Boreas this day at our tournament of Ymir, the giant fleece.
As the wind does move a seed from one place so that it takes root in another, so is our Barony blessed that Mervis Bengret landed in Windmaster's Hill. Lady Mervis has brought her blade to our rapier ranks, her illumination skills to our awards, and her wit and talent to our commedia stage. Therefore, let all who hear this know that we, Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth, do induct Mervis Bengrat into the Order of the Boreas this 27th day of February at the Court of Ymir, 2021. 4. Lady Mervis, newest recipient of the Boreas. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Their Excellencies would see now Drake of Capellenberg.
This also, gentle, is another one that's dear to my heart. Again, at the Evil Peasant 48. He too was helped keep the camp cool by water-bearing the whole entire camp, toting ice, and making sure that the members of the barony were well hydrated and would not falter in the heat of the days. And with that, that deserves recognition. As being a Kyrogen, it means a great deal. And for that, we wish to give you the Eurus.
At the camp of Windmaster's Hill in the heat of Pentic 48, one brave soul left the camp and returned with water. Enough for all the windy kitties camping there. Baron Lucas and Baroness Elizabeth bestow the Eurus upon Drake of Capellenberg for his selfless act and duty to his barony. Given this day, 27th February 2021 at the Court of Ymir. For Drake of Capellenberg, newest recipient of the Eurus. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Her Excellency now has business with His Excellency Lucas.
Right. My dear husband, for many decades, you have been the rock behind the thrones of former kings and former queens, baron and baronesses alike.
I know not what you speak of.
Oh, but the members of your barony do. It is right mindful that we give an award that has stood the test of time, such as you have, my dear husband.
A rock?
Actually, no, the cat's meow.
Boldly have you fought for your barony. You have been both its champion and warlord. You have guarded her kings and queens. So many deeds you've done. A dolphin of gold you have won. For these reasons and many more, the cat's meow is awarded to Baron Lucas von Reimer this 27th day of February 2021 at the Court of Ymir. 4. His Excellency Baron Lucas, newest recipient of the cat's meow. Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Lord Malvin Morgan, hear now the words of your baronage.
Lord Malgwin, for years you have served as the seneschal of the canton of Elvegast. That's a lot of cats you've been herding. But you have also, as part of Elvegast's ongoing fundraising activities, given up many of your events to sit at a table and sell spice, as if you were a merchant from Cathay. These reasons, amongst many of your other projects, including your current endeavor to learn the art of heavy combat, give us cause to induct you as the newest member of the Order of the Kitty Hawk.
Oh, hear now the words of Lucas von Reimer and Elizabeth of Rosewood, Baron and Baroness of Atlantea's Heart, Windmaster's Hill. On this day, we call them Lord Melvin Morgan to take his rightful place among the honored members of the Order of the Kitty Hawk. For he has shown his dedication to service to our canton of Elbagast as its seneschal, in running various events and in ensuring that the spice trade from exotic lands continues to be a successful venture. So do we decree and so do we set our hands on this 27th day of February of Virt's time at our 46th tournament of Ymir as the Giant sleeps on a Societatis 55. 4. Lord Melvin Morgan, newest recipient of the Order of the Kitty Hawk. Viva! Viva! Viva!
Your Majesties, I believe that concludes our business. We thank you for an opportunity to conduct business in your court.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Very welcome.
There being no further business, herein closes the court of their excellencies, Windmaster's Hill. For Windmaster's Hill, viva! Viva! Viva!
Would you like us to retire so you have
No, you're welcome to
You're
stay.
welcome to stay. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Your Grace, it's like you were here the whole time.
I feel like I haven't gone, but yet I was away.
If you would.
Oyez! Oyez! Hear now the words of Anton Rex and Lynette Regina, rightful monarchs of the crowned kingdom of Atlantia. For herein opens their court.
Follow the candidate.
Their majesties would have before them Lady Marian the Red,
Make sure she comes around the right way. Sit down, please. We're going to do it so it's down. Lady Marian only, please. Last night, we placed you on vigil to consider the privileges, responsibilities, and duties of joining the membership of the Order of the Pelican. Upon that reflection, do you have a decision for us?
Yes, Your Majesties. I would like to join the order.
Call the order, please.
their majesties would be attended by the Order of the Pelican.
Retinue.
At this time, is there any relationship for which you need to sever ties?
I do not have any formal relationships with anyone that I need to sever ties with.
Thank you. I believe that there are pieces of regalia to be spoken upon. Master Nikolai?
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, Marian,
Cameras there.
this cup of maintenance was commissioned by Master James of Middle Aston on behalf of the Aston tutorial by Dame Margaret Woolsey. It was handcrafted in London for you. May the warmth of it remind you of the warmth of our order, and may the weight of it remind you of the duties and responsibilities of a peer of the society.
Thank you, Mr. Nikolai. Is there a medallion?
Yes, Your Majesty. This medallion is double-sided, so that it can never be concealed. It has a long lineage. That if you don't mind, I'd like to quote that lineage.
Please feel free.
Marion, these are the predecessors for your medallion. Mistress Adelicia of Cumbria. Mistress Caradwin Fergowan. Mistress Stephania Herring. Posadnik Nikolai Ivanovich. Mistress Tiffany Deloc. Mistress Senebia Curie. Mistress Alicia Gillifallen. Magistra Imalut Hansler. And myself, Magister Galen McKennigan. You are the 10th recipient of this medallion.
This is indeed an illustrious lineage. Are you prepared now to swear your oath?
I am. I promise to continue to help nurture the kingdom and the society. I promise to give counsel to anyone who asks when they ask for what they need. I promise to praise openly and publicly, and when I need to critique truth and care. To support the kingdom and the society and the crowns. This is what I do.
For our part, we promise to be a rock upon which you may lean in your endeavors. We promise to seek your counsel and to give it in turn. We shall be a foundation beneath your feet so that you may not falter and be always steady. We promise to uphold you, and should you need us, you have but to ask. This we so swear till death take us the world end, or we depart from us.
This we so swear. Baron, I watched you grow, develop, and nurture the ANS for this kingdom while you served as a great officer. You grew also personally during that time. I am so happy to welcome you to the order. You have a scroll?
There is a scroll. Yep.
For her many years of hard work, we, Anton and Linnet, King and Queen of Atlantia, elevate to the Order of the Pelican, Marion the Red, by these letters patent, profess Argent Freddy, et Azure in base a Daisy proper. By our hands this day, the 27th of the month of February, Anno Societatis 55.
Camera.
You'll get a good view of the scrolls at the end of court through the slideshow, as well as the artisans who made them.
His Majesty and I are so happy that we could do this. We've seen firsthand everything that you put into your work, and this is so deserved.
If people wonder if one person can make an impact in a kingdom, I will tell you, you're looking at one that did. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vivats.
For Mistress Marion the Red, newest companion of the Order of the Pelican. Viva!
Vivat! Vivat! Your leisure.
Their Majesties would be attended now by Sir William of Bedford.
Sir, please remain standing. The work that you have done with leathercraft, the tournament prizes and gifts that you have donated across the kingdom have not gone without notice. People have written, called, and made sure that everyone knew the acts were known by us. Your Majesty.
For that, we should induct you into the Order of the Court today. I'm going to give this to you because I think we're going to need to put it on. And I believe His Grace Ragnar has additional gifts.
I do have gifts for you. Sir William, a pair of rocks so you can do fine artwork in the future.
Thank you, Your Grace. Thank you, Majesty.
You have a scroll?
I do. When joy is brought through the beautiful works of the king and queen must honor that subject and give recognition so that all know of the worth and contribution made. Thus do we, Anton and Leonard, king and queen of Atlantia, recognize William of Bedford for his wondrous art of leatherworking and induct him into our Order of the Coal Branch, done in Windmaster's Hill at Ymir the Giant sleeps on this 27th day of February, Honor Societatis 55.
Cheers, mate. Rebuts.
4. Sir William of Bedford, newest recipient of the Order of the Coal Branch. Viva! Viva! Viva!
Back to your work.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
I think you just said throw it at Ragnar.
Not everyone can just get a rock, you know.
It's quality rock.
Their Majesties would see now Lady Mizuno Sakami.
Yes. Lady Mizuno, Your Grace, I believe I need you to call in the order.
Their Majesties would be attended now by the Order of the Pearl.
Lady Mizuno, many of you may have previously known Lady Mizuno as Lady May. She is quite skilled in the Eastern arts, and she offers to teach them to anyone who is interested. She has proven herself quite adept, and in fact, she has displayed her arts at many events. And when I was princess, and we thought that we would actually have a war this reign, I had asked Lady Mizuno to gift us with a quite unique item for the gift basket that we would be giving at Penzance. It was beautiful and quite unique. It was one of her, I've lost the word now, but it was one of her balls that it's got a unique geometric pattern, and the yarn, they're just incredible if you've never seen one. And we didn't get a chance, but your work is so outstanding. And the order, I mean, I hate to say they begged us, but they basically begged us. They said, please, we need her in this order. Her work is so outstanding, and she teaches, and it's unique. So thank you, and His Majesty and I are minded to make you an order of the Pearl this day. This is the Pearl, and we also have a scroll, which is much like you, my lady.
Mizuno Sakami has shown great skill and knowledge of the Eastern and culinary arts. The most esteemed King Anton and Queen Linnet, rightful rulers of Atlantia, pay heed to their Order of the Pearl, and do admit Mizuno to their meritorious ranks. Furthermore, do they grant her arms to wit, protect a flat-bottomed and 4 gules within a Bordeaux sable, done this 27th day of February on the Societatis 55, while Ymir the Giant sleeps.
Now, when you get this scroll and you look at it, it does have Anton's eye signature in supposedly Japanese, but it will not be as fine a script as the scroll itself.
4. Lady Mizuno, newest companion of the Order of the Pearl.
Viva! Viva! Viva!
Lord Gawain de Berry, come now before your monarch.
Lord Gawain, you have a history of doing service no matter where you're at. You started, I believe, in Trimaris before you have come to Atlantia and gifted our shores. You have been the seneschal at Salisbury Glen now, I believe, for 4 to 5 years, and you've done an outstanding job. While you also autocrated many events, and you've also served as a gatekeeper and in the kitchen. Um, it seems that you lend a hand wherever you need, and that you in particular like to work to welcome others and to serve others. For that, His Majesty and I are minded today to award you a fountain.
Attend to this proclamation and know the service of Lord Gawain de Berry. He gives his time upon the field as a youth marshal. Gawain serves as baronial chatelaine. He can be found serving at troll, autocrating events, or working in the kitchen. For Lord Gawain de Berry's generosity, service time, and many years of dedication, we, Anton and Leonard, bestow the award of the fountain upon this gentle noble. On this 27th day of February at Ymir the Giant sleeps, Honor Societatis 55. For Lord Gawain, newest recipient of the award of the fountain.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties would be attended now by Lord August Lugal.
Not everyone here knows you. You work in a form that we look at from afar, we marvel at, and we try to understand the dedication and work that comes with it. Your work in the equestrian, both from working with practice, training, as well as supporting activities at WOW and other events, and welcoming people to the equestrian activities, is a service as well as an art once we see the efforts of your work come into full play. It enriches us and it reminds us of the importance that the equestrian arts had in our history and the effort that it takes to bring them forward today. At this time, we'd like to bring you in and make you a member of the Golden Lance.
Pay heed to the words spoken by Anton and Leonard, King and Queen of Atlantia. The destrier is the strongest weapon in a warrior's arsenal, and to control such a glorious beast takes skill beyond reckoning. Those with such a talent assure swift victory for Atlantia's name. We now recognize August Flugel for his work in the equestrian arts by inducting him into the Order of the Golden Lance of Atlantia. Further do we grant him the sole and exclusive right to bear arms, to wit, Herban Sinister, Purpur and Or, a hunting horn argent, and a barrel sable. Done this 27th day of February, Honor Societatis 55, at our Ymir the Giant sleeps.
Thank you, sir. Vivats?
4. Lord August Flugel, newest companion of the Order of the Golden Lance of Atlantia.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties have words now for Lord Percival Aldred.
So, Percy, many of Atlantia knows you as a force in our rapier community, but you also do other things. And one of the things that you are quite good at is making leather jerkins. And in fact, you've been teaching people how to make leather jerkins since the 90s. So 20 years, over 30 years, a long time. Recently, you've moved beyond that, and you're now starting to display and compete. And most recently, you displayed in the triathlon where you showed a leather jerkin as well as a woolen cloth and finger loop braiding. So you're well versed in the arts and willing to teach those and display to let everyone see the beauty of your work. And for that, His Majesty and I would like to make you a member of the Order of the Coral Branch today.
Heed these words, all who do hear them, and know that we, King Anton with Queen Linnet, have seen the talents of our artisans. This day we note one who is especially skilled in leatherwork, predominantly fashioning jerkins. He has branched out into making clothes racks and into finger loop braiding as well. We encourage such activities and look forward to see what other creativity he comes up with. Thus do we, King Anton and Queen Lynette, choose to induct Percival Aldrich into our Order of the Coral Branch, commanding Percival to continue his artistic ways. On this 27th day of February, in the 55th year of the Society, in the 2021st year of our Lord, at this our tourney of Ymir as the plague continues. Anton Rex, Leonard Regina. 4. Lord Percival Aldrich, newest recipient of the Order of the Coral Branch. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Call forth the order.
Their Majesties would be attended now by the Order of the Golden Dolphin.
Containment. Call forth the candidates.
Come now before their Majesties, Baron Roybeard McOsker.
Roybeer, there is simply no one who I can compare the work that you do at events day in and day out with that comes to mind for the selfless service that you do, whether people are in your barony, in your household, members of your kingdom, or even members of society from the general population. There are no fences in your world. You help all, and you always have. I believe you're tireless. In your profession, you take care of people, and in the world that we play in here, you take care of all of us. I am happy and proud to call you friend, and I'm happy to award you the Golden Dolphin. Read the scroll, please.
The mountain grounds you, lends you its strength and its resolve. With these you have been the right arm of your king, and the voice of his judgment, and the instrument of his will. The mountain inspires you and lends you its hope and spirit. With these you have been constant in action and generous of heart, giving of yourself to barony and kingdom without hesitation. The mountain has embraced you, and now so do your monarch, with respect and appreciation for your long service by the singular honor herein recorded. We, Anton and Lynette, King and Queen of Atlantia, do now induct Roybeard McOsker into our Order of the Golden Dolphin at the tourney of Ymir, February 27th, on the Societatis 55. 4. His Excellency Baron Roybeard McOsker, newest companion of the Order of the Golden Dolphin. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties would have before them Lady Fan van Amsterdam.
Lady Fan, you have been a Shadlin in Salisbury Crossing and Sacred Stone. Newcomers are the life's blood to us in Atlantia. That's the people who will continue our work after we're old, tired, and done, and hopefully to take this organization forward into the future. You have been key in making that happen. You've fostered newcomers, you've explained to them how things work, and have been quite extensively involved in the whole Shadlin network. And now you have moved on and are now doing scrolls. And for anybody who has watched the scroll slide shows that we've had, you will see Lady Finn's name on many of the scrolls. And they're quite beautiful. She's a shining jewel around our scribal community here in Atlantia. And for your constant contributions, we are minded to award you with an opal this day.
King Anton and Queen Lynette, monarchs of Atlantia, commend unto their populace the worthy Fan van Amsterdam. Great deeds of work has Fan performed for Atlantia. Long hours of toil and love as a chatelaine and a scribe have enriched the realm. Such efforts must be recognized, and therefore do we induct her into our Order of the Opal. This we do on the 27th day of February, on the Societatis 55, At Ymir, the giant sleeps in Windmaster's Hill. For Lady Fan van Amsterdam, newest recipient of the Order of the Opal.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
So, Atlantia, we have something special that we're going to do now. As is the duty and responsibility of peers to take students, one has come forward and asked to have a public witnessing of a ceremony. His Excellency Elisar is going to take a student, a squire, and Her Majesty and I are going to witness this as part of court. So give us a moment, we will move that direction, and we will be a part of history here.
Home of the Northmen, land of the Danelaw, where longships roam free. I travel the swan road to trade for my treasure, then home to my woman who waits there for me. For the wild winds call to me, as I stand at my helm and steer by the sky. The wild winds call.
Your Majesties.
The blood of a Viking you cannot deny.
Your Majesties, thank you very much for allowing us time in your court in order to perform this ceremony. It's very meaningful to us, and I hope it's meaningful to the kingdom as well. With your leave, Your Majesty.
Please, sir.
Klaus, you and I have spoken about taking the path to knighthood and being your representative in that quest. Is it still your wish to take this quest?
It is.
Master Klaus, you're a peer in your own right, and we recognize that through our lives in this society, we continue to grow, continue to look for new avenues of growth. As I show, I am also on another avenue of growth, and it is expected that that growth continue. However, make sure that you never forsake your duties for your period. This is the trappings of a squire. It is a red belt showing the proverbial blood you will spill, and sometimes the real blood you will spill in this quest. This particular belt was given to me by my knight, Duke Sir Stephen Wolfe, and I wore it till the day I was knighted. I now present this to you as a token and the trappings of your position. This is Klaus Jaeger. He is my squire. Good done to him is good done to me. Evil done to him will be met by my family's response. Master Klaus.
Viscount Elisar, being your friend has been a great pleasure. Becoming your squire is my great privilege. To trod where you have been, to learn what you know to be true, and to gain the skills you have long mastered. This is my dream. In peace, I will be your counsel. In tournament, I will be your support. In battle, I will be your shield. Very well.
Your Majesties, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Well done. Say that the belt looks barely worn. You must have been knitting quite quickly.
It took a while.
Might be some refurb going on.
Congratulations to both.
For Viscount Elisar and his new squire, Master Klaus. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
So we will pause a minute to give an opportunity to review the beautiful scrolls that have been awarded today, to recognize the artisans who made them, and then we'll come back with some final words. Thank you, Atlantia. It has been a most wonderful day thus far. So Atlantia, in closing, there are competitions today as part of Ymir, the Sleeping Giant. Those winners are going to be announced on the website and on Atlantean announcements. So congratulations to everyone who has participated, and congratulations to the winners. I want to especially thank today the technical crew, which has stepped in and done a huge job. And to everyone who worked last night in a cold driving rain on multiple sites to make this happen. Tomorrow we have Curia starting at 10 a.m.
10, yes.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
We'll start sharp, and look forward to seeing the members of Curia there. And I hope everybody has a great evening and enjoys themselves.
Thank you for joining us, Atlantia, and adios.